Welcome to lesson 3.6, part 2. We've worked a lot on dividing and figuring out what to do with the remainder. And a lot of times we know we have three options. We can either ignore the remainder, we can report it as a fraction, or we can round the quotient up. So those are our three options. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look through two story problems. We're going to work through them together and figure out what we would do. So first, let's look at the directions. It says, write a number model with a letter for the unknown. The letter for the unknown only is used for number models. That means 5 plus 2 equals R. That is a number model with a letter. So we're going to do that today. The reason why is it shows your thinking, and then you do the math, and then you show your thinking again. It makes you slow down a little bit. All right, so a cook has 250 ounces of cheese for 80 individual pizzas. Okay. Each pizza gets the same amount of cheese. How much cheese should the cook put on each pizza? Well, remember, we learned this a couple of days ago. We do this by doing what divided by how. So what am I cutting up? I'm not cutting the pizzas yet. They don't have anything on them. What am I dividing? I'm dividing that cheese. 250 ounces of cheese divided by 80 pizzas equals C for cheese. When you pick your letter, try to pick something that makes sense with the story. So if I'm trying to find cheese, I put a C. Okay? Now, remember, it also could be reported as a fraction. Sometimes you might see it as a fraction. So again, that's what over how. Now, what do we need to do? We need to divide and get our division going. 250 divided by 80. All right, I know 80 times 3 is 240. Remainder 10. So my answer, my quotient on my paper is going to be 3. My remainder is 10. 3 remainder 10. Now think about it. I have 10 ounces of cheese extra. Just think about it. All right, how much cheese should the cook put on the pizza? Let's go through options. Option 1, we could round it up. I could tell the cook, you know what, put 4 ounces on every pizza. The problem is, if we did that, we would run out of cheese before the end of the time. So we can't do that. I could ignore it, but here's my thing. If I'm running a business and I have 10 extra ounces of cheese that's not getting used, that's money being wasted. So I don't want you to ignore it because I don't want you to waste my money. I'm sorry. Nope. Can you separate cheese into ounces and half ounces and quarter ounces? You can. It's a food. Cheese I can cut up. Right? I can measure it. It's fine. I can cut it into little tiny pieces. It's okay. I can separate it. So this one we're going to report as a fraction. So we need 3 ounces and 10 over 80. The way that I did that, remember, my 10 is now my numerator and it goes over what I divided by. That's how I got that. Now, some of you might say, well, 10 over 80 is the same as 1/8. You're right. I would accept either answer. Okay? Now let's do my reasoning. Why did we report it as a fraction? We don't want to waste any cheese. And we want to make sure everyone has the same amount. We can't round up or we will run out. Okay. Go ahead and pause if you need to so you can write that answer down. I want to make sure you have a chance to get it written. Awesome. If you paused, great. If not, make sure that you do so you can have a chance to write it, guys. Number 2, it says 35 people are attending a game each night. Each table seats 4 people. How many tables are needed? Okay, think about it. I know I'm separating people because that's all I'm separating. But how am I separating? How many did I start with? How do I separate? Started with 35. Divided by 4 equals T for tables, or P for people. I want you to do the division, find your remainder and your quotient, think about what you're going to do with your answer, and then come back. Go ahead and hit pause. All right, here we go. 35 divided by 4. 4 goes into 35 how many times? 8. 8 times 4 is 32. Subtract, and I get 3 left over. So 8, remainder 3. Now, my quotient is 8. My remainder is 3. Here's the question. How many tables do you need? If you're having a game night and you invite all these people over, you're not going to let these 3 people just sit off to the side. You're going to want them to play. So you need to make another table for them. It might not be full, but at least they'll have a place to sit, right? Let's look at the other options just in case. Ignore them. Do I want to ignore those people in the corner? Say, go, sit down, go, bye. That's not very nice. Do I report it as a fraction? Do I chop them up and put a little piece of them at each table? No. Don't cut people. Thirdly, I round the quotient up. That's what we're going to do. So you need 9 tables. Why? Everyone needs a seat. Period. Easy. Make this one easy. It doesn't have to be too difficult. Everyone has to have a seat. Done. Again, I can't chop them up. If you want to write that, you can, but you don't have to. All right, that's how you do these interpreting story problems. Make sure that you're completing the rest of your lesson. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I hope that you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.